Hey guys, Josh Oakes here. I want to show you today how to run Facebook ads for perhaps one of your websites or properties. We're going to do it for one of our properties here real quick. So if you love this video, please subscribe, please like it, please join our newsletter. Wherever you're at, click the like button. I've got a kids program that I developed with some friends. Parents, put your kids in a real airplane at our next event at Santa Monica Airport. You can click here, you can click there. It's really cool. Over 3,000 kids have gotten the chance to sit in a real airplane, meet a real pilot, take a photo. I mean, look at these cute little kids. And it's just, parents love it. So we continue to do this, and you can register and all this stuff. 1.4 thousand shares. You get the idea. I want to run some ads. I want to help people in Santa Monica know about their little airport. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to go over to Facebook ads. Oh, and look, I've got a cool pop-up and stuff. So let's go over to Facebook ads. You're going to get to there, you go to facebook.com, and there's an advertising part of it. So let's just show you how this works. Facebook.com, and you can see Ads Manager here. Well, that's what I clicked. We're going to go click on that, and you get your Ads Manager. So I'm going to click up here to create a campaign. And really, if you're starting something new, you're going to create a campaign. So what I want to do is send people to our website. And that's really what I want to do here. Enter a URL to provide. So I'm going to go grab that URL that I had over here, essentially. Boom. And let's see if we can do a split screen for you so we can have a lot of fun. We're going to go grab this URL here. The airport URL. However, we're going to do something pretty fancy. We're going to go Control-C. I'm going to put some Google Analytics in it. And I'm going to call this, the source would be Facebook. I have this little tiny tab. You can use the Google URL tool to do this, but whenever you tag things and are sending advertising back, you want to know, where people came from. So Facebook, the medium is going to be an ad, and then the campaign is going to be family event. And there we go. So that's just kind of rough. So when people land on it, it's actually a long link. So the URL we're going to put in there is going to be that. It's got all the data, and we'll test it as well up here, so that when people land on it, it throws all that rough long data in there, but it tracks how many people hit where they came from, the UTM. So you can Google the words, Google keyword tool, and it will help you essentially do this keyword tool. There's all kinds of other stuff out there, but you go to the keyword planner, and you can it's not Google keyword tool, it's like Google link tool or whatever, right? And I have this little tiny plugin that helps me do it. But I digress. So we've got that. I can create a pixel, which I don't have on this website. So I could create a Facebook pixel, but that's optional, and we can see how many people are tracking. And then another thing we can do is, instead of, I'm not going to create a pixel right now. We don't want to do that for conversion, but the campaign name, SMO Family Event. And SMO is the Santa Monica Airport. So you can boost your post, promote a page. I want to send people the one thing I own, send them to our website, and put the link in there. I'm not going to do a pixel right now, but I would recommend it if you have an e-commerce system. We've got a really basic thing going on here. So custom audiences, you know what? We're going to do Santa Monica, California. And that's the city. Boom. I don't want plus 20. I want to do current city only for the most part. And boom. And then I also want to do Mar Vista, California. Sometimes it's considered Los Angeles, and that's interesting if it is. But for right now, let's just do Santa Monica. I'll keep it really, really simple. And everyone in this location, the age, typically we're going to have parents, so I only want to advertise to people that have hit 30, maybe 28 to 30 that have kids. So let's do 28 to 65 plus, because they're grandparents. Gender is all, but typically, yeah. And then we don't really need to do languages, English for this. Your product might have something unique. Include people that, this is really interesting. So parenting, motherhood, moms of high school kids. But let's do browse. Let's do their demographics here. Let's do parents. let's do all parents 0 to 12 months, check. 0 to 1 to 2, 0 to 3 to 5. And it's not 12 million people in there. It's only people that are within Santa Monica that have kids this age, okay? 8 to 12, cool. So there you go. And parents with preteens, 8 to 12, that's pretty neat. So exclude people or narrow audience or whatever, and I think this is pretty neat. Now, it says that they must be in Santa Monica, California. The language, boom, 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 and potential reach 1,800 people. That's a really small audience, but there you go. That's pretty awesome. Another thing we could do is go in and browse and pick demographics, and it could be parents, but there's probably something called grandparents in here. I'm guessing all parents, because 18 parents, all moms. It could be. I would suggest just going through moms of grade school kids, preschool kids. Once again, you never know if it overlaps. Now we have 5,000 people, grade school, and I don't know how many soccer moms, stay at home, trendy moms, and so on. So you could do all kinds of interests, but if their interest is planes, really, I don't want to hit a bunch of people there because I just want moms and dads. And this is the target demographic of the product you have, And this isn't being sexist, like, oh, you market to moms. No, we do know that the mom makes the decision on the weekend events and they care after their kids. So we want to make sure that they know we want to advertise to them. Okay, connections. We could save this audience and put the audience name could be SMO, Santa Monica Moms for SMO event. So you can save this for the long run and have other ads reach out. Daily budget, I'm going to reach out to $10 total. Run my ad continuously. No, thank you. Let's do a start of today and let's run the end about April. Start it. So 4/2, let's end it April 8th, and let's run it for $10 a day. Let's invest. That's about 6 days. That's 60 days, $60. Let's do 20. Perfect. Great. And let's see. It's $120. Let's see what happens here. 100 link clicks to website. Let's do manual, and let's see if we can do these for $1 each. Let's see if we can get 119 total. Suggested bid is 91 cents. I wonder if they would run it for 75 cents, $75. Come on, Josh, 0.75. I'm wondering if that would get any hits. I don't mind because I don't mind doing it 1.00 because it'll bid less and all that stuff. It might be 58 cents. Sometimes when you're really, really good at hitting these 5,000 people with a good message, you can pay less. When you get charged, I get charged on a link click. Ad scheduling, run ads all the time. That's great. Delivery type, standard, show your ads throughout the day. You can do accelerated and show them in today a lot and then slow it down. And then here we go, ad set name. This is, we're going to call this SMO Family Event Ad Set. Okay. And then choose Ad Creative. And this is kind of fun because I've already created a few of these little guys. Show it in folder. I've already got some really cute little, we believe in diversity here. So we've got kids of all ages, all sizes, all backgrounds. How adorable is that? All kinds of little kids. So I've got a ton of these things and we're going to upload them. So let's go ahead and grab some images. What images do you want to use? Well, let me go ahead and add more images. Let's go to our downloads here and see if we can find this stuff, right? And it's going to go pull it up. Let's go see if we can find it. Presentation slides for graphics. Open. I'm opening all these. And they're nice and wide, which is good because if you want to do this in boom, 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 this is great. There. How do I do all these? I mean, I think all these are going to work. And this one 960. I'm not sure. That's fine. It won't work in Instagram if you sometimes they won't work in Instagram if they're not 600 wide. See, these are 960, 540 tall or whatever, but I like all of these. And I want multiple images in one ad. Let's try that. And we're going to put Santa Monica Airport as the, let's see if we can grab, it only works in the desktop news feed, but we could try that, or we could just go back to a single image. Let's just run a single image and browse our library and try this one more time. I had this one, this one, this one, and this one. These are awesome. So let's do all those, done, and see what happens. Put your kids in a real, put your kids in a plane. Put your kids in a plane, exclamation mark. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. Put your kid in a plane. Or sit in a plane with a pilot. We could do that again as well. Parents and teachers, bring your kids to the Santa Monica Airport to sit in a real plane. And parents, let's do parents. Or let's just do this. Yeah, we could do parents sit in airport to sit in a real real plane and meet a pilot, right? So we could remove that. Bring your kids to the Santa Monica Airport to sit in a real plane and meet a pilot. Call to action, mobile news feed. This is beautiful. So great. This is cool. It's tied to the Santa Monica Airport. Let's review what we have. A single ad. We've uploaded our own images. Josh, how'd you make these cool images? How'd you do that? Let me show you my super secret thing. I went to Google Presentations, which if you have a Gmail address, if you have a Google account, you have a free Gmail address. And you can go and create a free Google, you know how this works. If you have a Gmail address, you can create Google Docs and stuff. So I created a Google presentation. I just opened up a new thing and it says click to add title. And essentially, you go up to the top of your thing and you create a new presentation. You can figure that out in another, how to create a Google presentation would be a great Google term for you to use for that. I threw in an image in the background of past events that we've hosted. Real kids that have come to our events. How awesome is that? I get parents' permission. Look at these fun kids. I threw a black bar over it, which is just this box that goes a little too wide for it, so it looks like a really professional thing. It's got a little bit on the bottom, a lot on the top. I threw in our logo, and I put normal text. This is not very advanced. This is stuff I can do on my own. I love not so advanced, scrappy stuff that looks very professional. It gets the job done, right? I mean, look at these little kids, right? So the actual presentation would look something. Oh, it's hard to see, but you get the idea. I think I've shown you. All right. So we've got all these images without text take up 20% of the image. May not be approved. So it may not be approved, but I could make the text a little bit smaller if these don't work. But it looks like these are going to be approved. All right. So let's do this. Let's see if we can go and place the order and go from there. Let's see what happens. And then what's going to happen here, your order has been placed and it's in review. Now, there are people working 7 days a week, I believe, 24 hours a day, I think, and I could be wrong, that allow you to essentially, that are doing this. So what we've done here is now you can go back up to the account media leaders and see we have a digital citizenship conference, a digital growth summit campaign, an SMO family event, and that's that one right there. And you can see how many times it's been shown to people. I need to turn on my DGSLA campaign. But I want you to see, once you're in a campaign, the campaign can have lots of ad groups and stuff. And then once you're in an ad group, an ad set, you can have different ads in there, and they can all be active and stuff, delivery. I'm wondering if those were all approved. This tells if I was approved or not. I'm not sure if actually it has, but you get the idea. Bid optimization, boom. I don't think we're on the potential people reached on Instagram. This is just neat to look around. We're kind of over this, and you could, if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe, to like it. But I want to take you to the next step. The placement is, you can review all this here, and you can turn it off at any time. One of my bigger tips for you is go into the ad set. So go back to the campaign, go back to on the upper right, click edit, and I always have an end date. Let's say you get busy. Let's say let's set a limit. Let's do $200. I don't want to exceed $200. So that's good. Save and close. And I also always, when in the ad set, I click edit again once they're created, And remember, I have an end date. Always put an end date. Be comfortable with that. And be comfortable with, if you're running $10 or $20 a day, be comfortable with it running it full time, and just know that it would be very bad if you didn't put an end date. It can run in the background and you wouldn't know. So please do that. That's one of the big keys. Daily budget. Be okay with that. You can do a total budget and say, hey, I want to run all this before then and stuff. You can turn the status off. One of the great ways, if there's an ad that isn't getting very many clicks, you could turn it off here. Or if it's getting too many clicks and you don't like it, you can turn it off here. Another thing that you could do is, watch this. Here's another trick just to refine it. We've got this cute kid in a green shirt, right? So we've got all these kids on the right. And let's give them names. Let's give them shirt names, right? Little cute boy in red shirt, little girl in pink shirt. And colors are a huge deal. So check this out. What we could do is change the URL for this one thing, the ad name. And I want to show you that we're editing this ad, rename using available fields. There's a way that the website URL, the family event, it could be family event green shirt kid, right? And I'll know if tons of people are clicking on one, I'll know exactly they're landing, and there was high conversion on the kid. There's a green shirt kid. Put your kid in a plane, right? And maybe they resemble that they like this kid more than all the rest. Maybe it's the little girl that they go, oh, it's way more adorable. I have a daughter. So do I know it all? No. Far from that. So we edited the green shirt kid. Let's go to the blue shirt kids, right? And let's go down here. And what we're doing is they're going to go to this URL, but why not put in the campaign family event blue? And this isn't exactly the right thing to do. There's another UTM thing to do, but this is close. Blue shirt kids. Okay. And then you can save and close. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here for the next one. This is adorable. Pink girl, pink shirt. Pink shirt girl. How adorable is that? Now, the reason why you would want to do this is when you change the messaging here, put your kid in a plane or put your kid in a plane, you just want to know if you change any of this, you want to know that the URL is being tracked. Please don't ever spend money on a ton of these and not know which one is your best one. So let's go. This is, just an adorable red shirt kid. All right, that way I can track it. I know I've got 5 of these things. This kid's the most popular. We've had we're just so honored to have so many people supporting us in this. So now I'm going to roll over this little guy over here, do this one. And this is crowd kids waving observation deck. We could do kid crowd waiting. Kid crowd waving. That's probably better. And that way we know it's a crowd of kids. It's a group of kids. We probably could have done group. You get the idea. Now these are pending review. I'm just adjusting the messaging. It shows them, hey, is this working? And they have to go through. They have a full-time group of people. I think they're all approved. So let's go back and review what we have here. You've been with me for about 19 minutes now. So, and this will work for your blog. If you've got something to push, promote, this is a great way to target and show people, hey, I've got something very, very targeted. Moms of kids is what we want to do. Put kids in a plane for free. So back over to Media Leaders, back over to the SMO family event, free event for them to have some fun in. And this is active, 5 people. We don't have really any results. They're always about 5 minutes behind or something like that. The total schedule, it's already begun to run typically. And the people reached, you can see the people that could be reached and stuff. Now, it's running last month, so let's run today. It could be, and there's no people yet, but you could see, you have to change that time over there. and then you can see results, you can see audience and placement, and we don't have anything quite yet. Change the date to today. All right, hopefully this makes sense. I feel pretty good about this, and we're going to be able to see people land on this and really have a great time. It's going to be really cool. I mean, look how precious this is. Look at this adorable little child. This is so cute. Kids from all over come to learn how airplanes work, and it couldn't be. I couldn't be more proud of this little program. It's really fun. They get to meet real neat pilots and people with big hearts that just don't know how to market their plane and give back. And so we bring it all together into this melting pot that is the Santa Monica Airport. Now, we could go over and look at some of my other ads that I'm running right now. I've got ads for a digital marketing summit that I think are broken. So you could turn it off now, or you could go over to the DGS ads and look at what we're doing. We're DGS LA ad campaign. We've got optimized for conversion. You know what? I don't have that set up correctly, but I want to end. I've got my end date set up correctly. My ad set name, it's Los Angeles, San Diego, Santa Barbara, DGS 25 to 55 age group. We've got 1,400 to 38 people is the daily reach. This is only an estimate. So unfortunately, I've actually got something wrong with this one. I want to go look at it. Custom audiences. Anybody that's in LA that's doing this that is also interested in these things, big data, CRM, direct marketing, Google Analytics, I've got all these interests. So they have to live in these areas, be within these age ranges. The English, I've already got English set up, and they have to, leave this blank unless an audience you're targeting uses a language. Yeah, I would just leave that blank, and that will actually let more people see it. That's a learning experience. I shouldn't do that. I made a... Now, you can have it on the mobile news feed. I'm just going to do it. What's the audience? Your ads will show in mobile news feed and approved partner mobile websites. Let's just do desktop and desktop. And let's see, it's 2,000 to 5,400 people on Facebook. I want to just, impressions, links to your website. Let's do that. We'll deliver your ads to the right people to help you get the most clicks. I think that's what's most important. And then manual again. I don't want to do that. I always spend about $1. Now, it may never show my stuff. You know what? Maybe we send $2. Let's do 2.5. Let's see what happens. I want to spend a lot less because I'm not rich. So there you go. Save and close. And what we're really promoting there is another event that we have at MediaLeaders.com. That is technically called the Digital Growth Summit. You'll see it right here. And we're actually going to change some of the ads. I'm going to run some ads here that look like that. Let's go look at what do the ads look like in there. This is one ad in there that you could see. And this ad, I believe, was approved last night. And we could probably look at it here, edit the ad. It shows you with the ad, join 100 plus digital marketers here, LA Digital Conference. It's kind of neat, so you can see all kinds of different stuff. Okay, hey, thanks guys for watching. This is awesome. If you liked it, please subscribe, like this video. I'm Josh. I work really hard to share all of my secrets with you, so I would appreciate it if you could do that. You can visit MediaLeaders.com to join our next conference, blogprwire.com if you want to learn how to take your blog to the next step. I'm Josh with MediaLeaders.com. Take care. Bye.